Most traders think the dangerous trades are the ones taken out of greed, the impulsive entries, the revenge trades, the random bets. But if you look closely, some of the biggest damage happens somewhere else. It happens on the trades you feel most confident about. And that's what makes this problem difficult to see. Because it doesn't feel reckless, it feels logical. You've probably experienced this before. A setup appears, everything aligns, the structure looks clean, momentum supports it. Maybe multiple confirmations are pointing in the same direction. And then a thought quietly enters your mind. This one looks stronger than usual. Nothing seems wrong with that thought. The problem begins with what often follows. Not a different entry, not a different strategy, a different risk size. Suddenly, the normal 1% risk becomes 2%, maybe 3%, maybe a little extra leverage because you don't want to miss the move. And that's where conviction starts changing the game. Not because the market changed, because your behavior changed. Most beginners believe risk management is about stop losses, but risk management is really about consistency. Because the moment confidence starts deciding position size, you're no longer trading a process, you're trading a feeling. And feelings are unstable. Here's the strange part. The market usually doesn't punish this behavior immediately. Sometimes the oversized trade wins. And that's dangerous because now your brain starts building a connection. When I'm highly confident, I should risk more. The lesson feels validated. Until one day, the market reminds you of something important. No setup is guaranteed. The high conviction trade loses. And suddenly the loss feels bigger than it should. Not only because of the money, because certainty was attached to that trade. You weren't just risking capital, you were risking being right. And when certainty collapses, discipline often collapses with it. The next trade becomes harder to execute. Hesitation appears, doubt appears, sometimes revenge trading appears. Not because the strategy stopped working, because confidence was tied to exposure. This is why professional traders think differently. They separate conviction from risk. A beginner asks, how much should I risk on this setup? A structured trader asks, is this setup good enough to take at all? Those are completely different questions. Framework, the risk consistency rule. Step 1, select only quality setups. Step 2, apply the same predefined risk. Step 3, accept uncertainty regardless of confidence. That's it. Simple, not exciting, but incredibly powerful. Because conviction should influence trade selection, not trade exposure. The market doesn't reward certainty, it rewards consistency over long periods of uncertainty. And that's the identity shift most traders eventually need to make. The emotional trader sizes up when confidence rises. The structured trader keeps risk stable regardless of emotion. One chases certainty, the other protects process. So here's something worth reviewing today. Go back through your last 20 trades. Ignore the entries, ignore the profits, ignore the losses. Look only at position size. Did your risk remain consistent? Or did confidence quietly control your exposure? Because the answer reveals something deeper than strategy. It reveals whether you're trading a system or trading emotions disguised as conviction.